The pioneers were always there first, breaking the new trail, climbing the mountain, setting foot on the moon, discovering the secrets of electricity, communication, television. They all had something in common, a single-minded focus and passion for their work. The greatest of the pioneers were linked always with their major achievements. Outstanding organizations are like those great pioneers. There's a name, then an image in our mind, then an innate sense of how we feel and what we know about that organization. We say Red Cross. You say disaster relief. We say Habitat for Humanity. You say housing partnerships with the poor. We say Salvation Army. You say help for the homeless. We say Telephone Pioneers of America. You say, what do you say? With 34 million hours of volunteer work in 1 year, you could say just about anything. And there's the problem. We do so much to benefit so many that people know us for many things, but not for one great overriding cause. And in today's busy, fast-paced, media-saturated world, an image of many different pieces becomes no image at all.
Every day, telephone pioneers are making a difference in your community. When you see a soup kitchen or a homeless shelter, ask yourself, who's providing the manpower? When you see the disabled enjoy new mobility, ask yourself, who's providing the equipment? And when you see children enjoying themselves despite their challenges, ask yourself, who's generating the laughter? In many cases, the answer to all those questions will be the Telephone Pioneers of America. The pioneers are active and retired telecommunications workers from across North America who have dedicated themselves to answering the call of those in need. Need encompasses the world, but can be found in every corner of every town. And the pioneers are there, from Pittsburgh to Portland, from Miami to Montreal. There are more than 800,000 pioneers to answer those calls for help. And they're doing it in your town every day.
The thrill is going to be feeding 200 people. You know, that's what we're here for, and that's what we're going to do.
Pioneers have been involved with St. John's for many, many years, and they have been extremely generous to us. They've given us everything from canned goods to perishables like vegetables or cakes and breads.
I make a big distinction between people who are volunteers and people who are doers. Here we say we have doers, people who get turned on and keep coming back over a period of time. The volunteers, you hear of some organizations where people go once, do their thing, and then talk about it for the rest of their life. These women are not like that. They have seen poverty in all its forms, you know, among children, among men, among women, among families, and they wanted to come back. Now that to me is very, very meaningful.
If this program was to ever die, you know what I'm saying, you're talking about average between 400 people a day that's going to be doing without.
Every year, the pioneers put their experience, their talents, and their muscles to work to improve the quality of life for the physically challenged. Pioneers wanted to make the beauty of Wisconsin's state parks accessible to everyone, so they lobbied to change state laws. They cleared trails and constructed a cabin.
It may be a minor, but nonetheless historic an occasion it is, because it's the first truly accessible cabin available on a state of Wisconsin park or campground site, which will make it possible for a lot of people to do some camping, to have some experience and relate with the out of doors. And that's very, very special.
Pioneers also help the visually impaired. The Talking Books program was initiated by the Library of Congress. Every year, the pioneers do their part to make that program a success by repairing thousands of talking books or audio players so everyone can know the wonder of the written word. And visually impaired young people across North America can play ball, beat ball, thanks to the pioneers. But the favorite may be the Special Olympics.
The track and field people, the Special Olympics, told me this was the biggest event in the state of Massachusetts this year. 503 contestants. Pioneers have been involved, I would say, for the past 12 years.
It's fun. I love it.
Domestic violence is a growing problem in North America. 1 in every 6 women is assaulted by her partner. A home in Montreal has been renovated by pioneers to provide safe refuge.
You feel like at home. There's nothing missing. You have everything you need. And it's very clean, and it's very liking to stay here.
After the Los Angeles riots, crowds gathered to clean up the mess. But the children were left to handle the trauma alone. That's when the pioneers stepped in.
And these bears are for you to hold and hug.
In only 4 days, chapters from across North America collected over 5,000 handmade Hug-A-Bears. The Hug-A-Bears were handed out at Los Angeles child care centers. And joy replaced the feelings of fear and loss.
What are you gonna do with that bear?
I'm gonna sleep
You're gonna sleep with him?
Yeah.
Does he make you happy?
Yeah.
Whether it's teaching kids to cope or adults to read, cleaning up the earth or your back streets, pioneers care. You've seen just a few examples of how pioneers answer the call of those in need. They're answering the call in your town, too, and they're making a heck of an impact.
We're 800,000 strong. We have approximately 32 hours per year per individual. That gives us about 25 million volunteer hours every year. That's a tremendously powerful force.
The story of the telephone pioneers of America is written not in many words, but in deeds, in acts of kindness, in acts of ingenious and creative help for the disabled, in acts of caring.
So strong and what I am most proud of. The sense of caring for others is the heart and soul of pioneering. When I say I'm proud to be a pioneer, I mean it with all my spirit. Pioneers have a tremendous impact in the communities in which they live and work. And we will continue to make a difference if we embrace the changes we face.
Accountability also plays a major role in the Lucent value system. So while we are committed to supporting pioneering, we also want pioneering to earn every nickel of its funding. We therefore plan to set joint goals with pioneers. These goals will be targeted towards involving an ever-increasing number of our employees in volunteerism and demonstrating value added. And we share with you the strong commitment to see a diverse employee group gaining valuable experience as leaders in the Pioneer organization.